What if I told you that the difference between failure and success, between regret and fulfillment, is hidden in the same 24 hours that each one of us receives every single day? Ladies and gentlemen, life is not measured by the number of days we live, but by how wisely we use the 24 hours given to us each day. Every sunrise brings equal hours to all. Some waste them, others create legacies. Time never pauses. It never waits. It slips quietly. Success, growth, learning, love, and change all demand wise use of time. Use your 24 hours to shape tomorrow, for wasted hours never return. Time is the most powerful equalizer of life, because no matter who you are, what your background is, or what resources you hold, you are given only 24 hours in a day, not a second more. The richest man, the poorest man, the most successful leader, the student striving for knowledge, the mother raising children, the dreamer chasing ambitions, all live within the same boundaries of time. The true difference is not in how much time is given, but in how much of it is honored, respected, and used to create something meaningful. Each hour carries within it a hidden potential that many never realize, because people assume that tomorrow is guaranteed. But tomorrow is only the reflection of how today is used. One wisely invested hour can change the direction of an entire life, while one wasted hour can close doors that might never open again. The tragedy of life is not that it ends too soon, but that people often wait too long to start living. They waste hours on procrastination, unnecessary distractions, and mindless routines, only to regret later when opportunities have passed them by. Success does not come in a sudden leap, but in the daily practice of valuing each moment, in the discipline of choosing growth over comfort, and in the courage to say no to things that drain time. When we look closely at people who inspire us, whether they are inventors, leaders, or change makers, we find that they were not blessed with extra hours. They simply developed the wisdom to guard their time and the discipline to invest it into pursuits that aligned with their vision. Every day, the clock resets, and a new set of 24 hours is handed to us like a fresh canvas. How we paint it decides the picture of our future. Some fill it with learning, building, and striving, while others allow it to remain blank through idleness and excuses. The most valuable lesson we can embrace is that time is not just passing, it is shaping. With each tick of the clock, our habits are forming, our future is building, and our legacy is being written. To use time wisely is to understand that even rest and leisure have their place when balanced with purpose, but endless entertainment, delay, and neglect are thieves of destiny. The discipline to value time begins with priority. When we identify what truly matters, whether it is personal growth, meaningful relationships, or goals that stretch beyond comfort, we stop allowing trivial distractions to consume our hours. Time is wealth greater than gold, because money can be lost and earned again, but time once wasted cannot be regained. This realization awakens a sense of responsibility toward every hour of life. Imagine how many books could be read, how many skills could be learned, how many relationships could be strengthened, and how many dreams could be built if each hour was respected instead of squandered. That is the essence of living wisely within the gift of the true strength of 24 hours lies not in its number, but in the decisions made within it. Everyone receives the same length of day, yet the outcomes are never the same, because the way each person spends their time determines the quality of their life. To use time wisely is to recognize that every second carries weight, every minute carries possibility, and every hour carries a chance to move closer to becoming the person you wish to be. People often underestimate the value of one day, thinking it is too small to matter. But the truth is that each day compounds into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. What is done within 24 hours is not trivial. It is the foundation of destiny. When you study people who have left a mark on the world, you discover that they did not have more time than anyone else. They mastered the art of prioritizing, of balancing duties and dreams, of separating what mattered from what did not. They understood that time was a currency that could not be saved for later, only spent, and the way they spent it determined the wealth of their legacy. To use 24 hours wisely means waking with intention, focusing energy on tasks that bring growth, and refusing to allow distractions to steal precious moments. It means replacing procrastination with action, excuses with effort, and fear with courage. Time management is not about packing endless activities into one day, but about aligning hours with values. There must be space for work, but also for learning, reflection, and connection. There must be time to rest, because even rest is purposeful when it recharges the body and mind to do more meaningful work. The unwise use of time comes when people believe being busy is the same as being productive, when in reality, true productivity is measured by impact, not by motion. A person who spends an hour deeply learning or creating achieves more than one who spends the whole day scattered and unfocused. Each decision you make throughout the day, no matter how small it seems, is a reflection of how you value your time. Choosing to rise early instead of oversleeping, choosing to read instead of scrolling endlessly, choosing to work on your dream instead of wasting hours in comparison or negativity. All of these small choices accumulate into life-changing outcomes. The wise use of 24 hours does not happen by accident. It requires awareness and discipline. It requires the courage to turn away from distractions and the humility to admit when time has been wasted so that change can happen. The most valuable reminder is that time is not promised. No one can guarantee the hours they think they will have tomorrow. This truth should awaken urgency to use the present hours fully, with gratitude and purpose. Each morning delivers 24 new hours as a gift, and the way we choose to spend them shapes the story of our life, our growth, and the impact we leave behind. The conclusion of this speech is simple, yet powerful. Time is the most precious gift we are given, and how we use our 24 hours defines who we become. Every moment is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to love, and to create meaning. Wasted time never returns, but wisely used time builds a legacy that outlives us. So value each hour, live with intention, and let your days reflect the greatness within you.